7 Easy Steps to $1,000,000. Let's face it, most of us don't make millions of dollars per year, and chances are we won't inherit a fortune either. That doesn't mean we can't amass substantial wealth, it just takes time. If you're young, time is on your side, and you can retire a millionaire. Continue reading for some suggestions on how to increase your savings and work toward this goal. 1. Reduce wasteful spending. Unfortunately, people have a bad habit of wasting their money on unnecessary goods and services. Even seemingly insignificant expenses, such as purchasing a gourmet coffee from a premium coffee shop every morning, can quickly add up and reduce the amount of money you can save. Larger expenditures on luxury items also prevent many people from saving money each month. That being said, it's important to understand that it's usually not just one item or one habit that must be eliminated in order to amass significant wealth, although it may be. To become wealthy, one must usually adopt a disciplined lifestyle and budget. This means that people who want to build their nest eggs must make some sacrifices. This could mean eating out less frequently, taking public transportation to work, and/or cutting back on extraneous, unnecessary expenses. This isn't to say you shouldn't have fun, but if you want to save money, you should try to do things in moderation and stick to a budget. Fortunately, especially if you start young, building a substantial nest egg only requires a few minor, and relatively painless, changes in your spending habits. 2. Start saving for retirement as soon as possible. When people earn money, their first responsibility is to pay for necessities like rent or mortgage, food, and other necessities. After these costs have been met, the next step should be to contribute to a retirement plan or another tax-advantaged vehicle. Unfortunately, for many young people, retirement planning is an afterthought. Here are some reasons why it shouldn't be. Funding a 401k and/or an IRA early in life allows you to contribute less overall and end up with significantly more than someone who put in much more but started later. How much of a difference does funding a vehicle like a Roth IRA early in life make? Due to the power of compounding, if you are 23 years old and deposit $3,000 per year, that's only $250 per month. In a Roth IRA earning an 8% average annual return, you will have saved $985,749 by the time you are 65 years old. A $1 million goal is clearly within reach if you make a few extra contributions. Also, keep in mind that the majority of your earnings are in the form of interest. Your $3,000 contributions alone amount to only $126,000. Assume you wait another 10 years before beginning to contribute. You have a better job now than when you were younger, you earn more, and you recognize that you have lost some time, so you contribute $5,000 per year. You get the same 8% return and set the same retirement age of 65. However, if you start saving later, your compounded earnings will not have as much time to grow. In this scenario, when you reach the age of 65, you will have saved $724,753, which is still a sizable sum. But you had to contribute $160,000 to get there, and it is nowhere near the $985,749 you could have had for much less. 3. Raise tax awareness. Individuals may believe that doing their own taxes will save them money. In some cases, they may be correct. In other cases, however, it may end up costing them money because they fail to take advantage of the numerous deductions available to them. Try to learn more about what types of items are deductible. You should also understand when it is appropriate to abandon the standard deduction and begin itemizing your return. However, if you are not willing or able to learn how to file your own income taxes, it may be beneficial to hire some assistance, especially if you are self-employed, own a business, or have other circumstances that complicate your tax return. 4. Own a home. Many of us rent a home or an apartment because we cannot afford to buy a home or are unsure of where we want to live in the long run. That's perfectly fine. However, because buying a home is a good way to build equity, renting is often not a good long-term investment. Unless you intend to relocate soon, it is generally prudent to consider making a down payment on a home. At the very least, this way you can accumulate some equity and lay the groundwork for a nest egg over time. 5. Avoid purchasing expensive wheels. There's nothing wrong with buying a luxury car. Individuals who spend an excessive amount of their income on a vehicle, on the other hand, are doing themselves a disservice, especially given how quickly this asset depreciates in value. How quickly does the value of a car depreciate? Obviously, this depends on the vehicle's make, model, year, and demand, but a new car loses 15% to 20% of its value per year. A 2-year-old car is worth 80% to 85% of its original purchase price, while a 3-year-old car is worth 80% to 85% of its 2-year-old value. In short, consider purchasing something practical and dependable that has low monthly payments or that you can pay for in cash, especially if you are young. In the long run, this means you'll have more money to put into savings, an asset that will appreciate rather than depreciate, such as your car. 6. Don't underestimate yourself. Some people are extremely loyal to their employers and will work for them for years without seeing their income increase. This can be a mistake because increasing your income is a great way to increase your savings rate. Always keep an eye out for new opportunities and try not to undersell yourself. Work hard and look for a job that will reward you for your work ethic, skills, and experience. 7. Do not rely on chance. Becoming a millionaire will not happen by chance, such as winning the lottery or another unforeseen event. The only way to become a millionaire is to work hard for it. Expecting a financial windfall will only extend the time you have to build your wealth. Money spent on lotteries and other get-rich-quick schemes would be better saved and invested. It is not necessary to win the lottery to have 7 figures in your bank account. Most people can only retire with $1 million if they save it up over time. You don't have to live like a pauper to save enough money for retirement. Your $1 million dreams are well within reach if you start early, spend wisely, and save diligently.